Hey, how's everybody doing? It is 5:45 in Chicago, November 20th. All right, so markets came in pretty good today. All right, we got SPY down. Um, that's the 223 downer. All right, so we got a little bit of room here on coming down here on SPY. We made a low of $651.89. All right, but a little room for Sneaky Pete to maybe possibly get back in there and see maybe. The one thing I have noticed that there are no ones in here, not a one to be found. Okay, so it's been on the move continually. All right, there's been no consolidation whatsoever, and nowhere near on the week. The week's just been getting pounded. So this is our week right here, right? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. There comes in Friday somewhere. All right. I wanted to show you. I'm looking at the day and the week now. All right. So real simple. Um, there's your there's your spike. There's your spike coming down on the weekly. All right, that low did hit at 651.89. All right, and again, those dates are going back to October. All right, so this is the weekend of October 6th right here. All right, this was a nice move down. All right, and now here we are, looking like we got a little bit of possibly a little bit of a support level, but I'm not calling it that right now. All right, I'm gonna let this week finish out and see what happens here. All right, so but just looking at the magnitudes, I can tell you that 646.86 would be the next move to the downside. All right, so 646.86. All right, so there is your spies. QQQs, you got the same thing, right? Sneaky Pete got a little bit of room to get in there. All right, we did get a low of 584.75, 584 spot 75 was the low. Okay, and here's your weekly, right? You got that shooter came down. This is the bar that would have came down. This is where you would have been an entry point if you were coming off the top of the broadening formation. All right, that's something you watch for, right? And when you see this go up, this I call it, when it makes a high, I call it a beacon because it made that high at 637.01. So that next move coming down there, that can be an entry point for us. Okay, when you start to see this coming down, especially when you're coming off of a high. All right, so boom, coming back down, broadening formation, 222 down. All right, so boo hoo to you. All right, now it looks like we have a support level here too at 584.20, but I'm not calling that either. All right, I want to finish out this week and then we'll see what's going to happen. All right, so there's your cues. Probably took the brunt of it because there's only a couple tech stocks that are even green today. They're pretty much across the board red, red, red. All right, so um, diamonds 458. What was it? 457.71. Coming off of our 48,400. That's because this all converts over to the Dow Jones Industrial Average. All right, and we were talking about that. We need a reversal. We need things to come back so we can get the triangle out, so we can really get after it. All right, you gotta get everybody out. Okay, and then you see, because now they're going to chase coming back up. But, what we're doing here is what we're looking down and we're saying, okay, where do we find some? We don't have, we're not going to be able to get a really good idea of where our support levels are. Not by tomorrow. They've been so strong, and buyers step in every time the market breaks. But we'll see what tomorrow brings. It's interesting to see. I think we could go inside and stay one all day, and let them think about it. All right. So there you are, though. There's your diamonds coming back down. All right. So in that same vein, I'm going to go through some names here, and I want to go kind of try to go through them pretty quickly here. All right. Colgate. All right. Was green today. Okay. Consumer defensive stock was the only sector that was green today. All right. Everything out of 11, this guy was the only one that was positive. All right. So Colgate, could not get the higher high. Okay, could not get the higher high, and looking for the weak here. We're chasing weak right now. Okay, so if we really want to get the job done, and if these really want to start to break, then these got to get more aggressive. Okay, you got to see these stocks need to be more defensive, okay? Because if the market really starts to get hit, I mean, today we were down 1.5%. You know, maybe on the Nasdaq we were down. All right, S&P 500 was down 1.55%. The Nasdaq was down about 273, 2.73. Diamonds were 0.79, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average was not even 1%, 0.84. Okay, so diamonds definitely faring the best. Okay, so Colgate, there you go. Little green. All right, and if you, like I said, if you want to finish the job, you got to get up there and triangle out the week. That would be 79.69, and that would take you to here. Okay, boom. It's real simple. There it is, 76. What is it? 69. I missed it there. 79.65. Boom, right there. All right. So if you want to get the job, come back inside here, take this back up, and get back up to those highs there. All right, if we can do it. Okay, Coca-Cola, I'm throwing in there. It was garbage today. It was up a dime. It's not worth talking about, but it did go outside. So it was able to take out the highs and lows of the previous bar, which just means that we're going to become inside and probably stuck inside. All right, now if the markets start to fall and get a little bit more aggressive, you should see these stocks starting to perform better. All right, so there you go. Coca-Cola, when the world goes to hell, boy, I tell you, they go running for the Coca-Cola, right? Walmart, big winner today, all right? Big winner today. Earnings were good. Everything was good. Walmart, I'll tell you, I can't say enough about Walmart. I love it here. I love it here. I think I wouldn't buy it here. I think it comes back into this 90 range. I think she's definitely going to come back. I wouldn't chase anything in this market right now. Don't touch anything. I mean, don't go be going after things that are no. Right now is the time for you to be Cool Hand Luke. All right? Keep your mouth shut and you just watch the charts. Okay? So, Walmart, decent day, man. I mean, just a beauty of a day. Was up $6. It was $6.50. It was up 6.46%. Probably the best stock in the market today. All right. Now, if you want anything out of it tomorrow, okay, and then we'll talk about things that are down and see where we want to be buying some stuff. All right. But if I want anything to happen tomorrow, 107.93, get back up there, get back up to that high, and then if you really want to throw us a bone, you give us 108.30 coming back up. All right, so there you go. We're coming back up right over here, guys. All right, so we do have a magnitude right there at 108.28, 108.28. Get there. It's this one first, right there. All right, 108.20, 108.20. All right, where's she trading at right now? She's at 106 and change. So handily inside, all right, on the week and handily inside on the day. All right, and we'll see how it opens up in the morning. Better there. Kimberly Clark was positive on they got to get diapers, and that's just the way it goes. This thing crapped out. But I've been watching it. It triangled out. It's going to be, the lizard, you know how it goes. We wait the 3 days. Well, look at that, the 3 days, and she took the 2-2 up. She even made the higher highs, but kind of fell back down again now. All right, so maybe this gets it picked back up right here. I'd say you need to get back up to 105.85. That's not too far away, maybe $2 and change. All right, so a little bit better there. And look at the week. All right, it's stuck in the middle. So it's like a spinning top. Don't touch it, because if it does, it'll go crazy. All right. That's all about that. That's all I got for XLP. I'm going to talk about some discretionaries. McDonald's. I like the McDonald's with the 2-1 inside in the week right off the bat. All right. Had a good day today. Goes outside. All right. Took out the highs, took out the lows. All right, so we got expansion here. Now, what does that mean? It means we probably come inside. Okay, Sneaky Pete, all kinds of room to get in there. All right, and what's it trading at right now? 304.50. All right, so you're going to be right inside here. If you got one job to do, it's to get back up McDonald's up to 305.65. Okay, that's what I got to say about that one. And then look for this 212 possibly coming back up. All right, McDonald's is good. All right, it's good. TJ Maxx. TJ Maxx is just a stud. You know, they did sell into the earnings, and I get it. They were waiting. It was a good time for them to take profits. It went up to the highs. They were talking about on CNBC. This thing finally made its move. You know, I think a lot of guys dumped it up here, and now they're waiting to see how it's going to shake out. And so here we are with them. We're sitting inside, right, on the day. Look at that. Came right back in the day. That tells you a lot about that stock right off the bat. All right, so we're going to be somewhere inside there. You might not get out of there. You might stay in there. It could be a rot day unless we go 3-2 down on those SPYs and those Qs and those diamonds. Then we might have some action going on, but I don't know. All right, TJ Maxx, there's your week if you want to triangle out, get back up to 151. That's not that far. All right, TJ Maxx, stud. All right, good one. Home Depot, garbage. All right, they didn't like the earnings. It's in the third day. It's the 221. I'm looking for a 212 downer. I think that without a rate cut, I think Home Depot's got troubles. Now Lowe's was better, and I really don't get that, but Lowe's was better. All right, Lowe's was stuck in the middle on the day. That's a beautiful stuck in the middle of the day. I like that one. All right, stuck in the middle of the week here. All right, so anything could happen here. All right, Sneaky Pete's getting all over that. All right, so Lowe's, I think that one is better. That's it. No more in that group at all. I got nothing to talk about energy because everything is red. So I picked the ugliest of the bunch, Oklahoma. All right, where the winds come sweeping across the plains, close near the lows. All right. Definitely want to buy these stocks when they come in. All right, this thing is coming off of 193. The one thing you better learn about the bear markets is that they're always going to go a little bit farther, and more times than not, you're going to get that knee-jerk move back up, and then you're going to get the hit. All right, so just giving you that little caveat. All right, so they'll come down. Be patient. All right, that's all I can say. And be disciplined and have passion and enjoy what you're doing. All right. So down here, and I hope I'm helping, Oklahoma to the lows. Weeklies have been beat down. I love it, but I think we need more. Okay? I think we need more. So keeping an eye out. Wait and see how the week finishes out. Let's see what tomorrow brings. There was a lot of action today. We'll see if they can mix it up again. So Oklahoma, I already talked too long about it. All right, that one, and I'll go quick here. Valero, San Antonio, Texas, Valero, puker down to the downside. Energy, all right, energy coming down. All right, look at this, weaker down. All right, so our next magnitude there is 166.96 to the downside. We know we got full time frame continuity to the downside. All right, so Valero looking for more. Come on down, baby, come on down. Triangle out. Let's go back down to 165.08. All right, Valero. Not good at all. CCJ, this is another one. This is another nuclear guy. 2122. This thing needs to come back in here to $67 somewhere in here. All right, and I will be keeping an eye out. And then we know these stocks are going to go back up, but you know what we do know that a lot of people maybe don't know is that they think these nuclear reactors are going to be built in like a year or two. These things are not going to be operational until 2030, 2031. All right, this is a far out trade. All right, let this thing do its thing. All right, and when I say that, that other one I just showed you, Oklahoma, was at $35. All right, I don't think it goes back there, but I'll tell you, the guys that bought it up at 198 and that other one, woo boy. All right, so how long can they hold on for? All right, so CCJ Kamiko, that's another one. They're garbage. The utilities are garbage. I'm sorry, they're XLU. All right, really horrible day down here. Okay, with the markets, all right, everybody got it. Sneaky Pete's got room to get in there too, so more than likely he probably will. This has just been chopping on dailies anyway, and even the weeks, they've been trending down. Okay, they have been trending down. Now, there's no magnitudes to get here right now, so they might just stall out here a little bit. We need to get back into S8769 and start breaking back into there a little bit. But usually if you can't get one and you're coming off a high on that one, it's, they can stall out on you. They got nowhere to go. All right. They got to have guidance. They got to have magnitudes. You got to know where you're going. All right. That one's garbage. DTE was up today. All right, that was one of the few. That stock actually was up 66 cents. That's all I got. And I got AWK. That was another one that was positive on the day, hammered up on the day. All right, group's awful. But this one showed its American Water. You got to get some of that American Water, okay? 2-2 on the week here. Just garbagey, all right? So that's down, and it's trying. Even if you got another day up, you're not doing too much damage to this week. You're not going to be moving anything, all right, on that week. All right, so notice that just day and week. That's it. All right, XLF. Financials, right? XLF puked it out pretty good today. Robinhood coming back down. If you like one that you want to target that one. Okay, the thing moved up really nice. XLF, all right. Here we go, right? Finish the job, man. Really on the week here. And when I say finish the job, right now we look like we're sitting on a double bottom right there. All right, if I've ever seen one. Look at that lining up right there. They're not quite on, but that's a pretty good broadening formation coming back down around. All right, so check out the financials. There was the ones that were good were insurers. Progressive had a good day today. All right, and look at your 2 up on your week. All right, you got one job to do, get back to 229.51. All right, and that's going to be hard to get to. All right, Progressive, Allstate. Did I say Allstate? There's your Allstate. All right, finished stuck in the middle here on the day, but was higher. You got a higher high. All right, and you got a week that's been moved around here pretty good. All right, so there you go. Stuck right here right now at 211.74. So see, I'd like for this thing to give me some more puke into the downside. All right, Allstate, and then I got I got the CME, because guess what? We're trading a lot, and they're getting a lot of fees. Okay, so that's where the rev comes from, and that's why the CME finished with the inside day. Not a big fan of this week here. You're here at this 275.20 area. I just don't see how you're going to be able to get out. So we'll see if this thing can even get. I'd say maybe if it gets out, maybe then it's got a shot. but it had a decent day today. All right, CME and CBOE. All right, so another one. Trading volume is up. All right, there's the inside day. CME and CBOE both inside. Possibilities for 212s to go back up again. We know that there's heavy trading going on. All right, so that's where they make their money from, on the fees and on the printing and putting that on the tape. All right, XLV, I got nothing to talk about. They're garbage. XLV, there you go, came down, but it's been holding up pretty well as the market, even with today. All right, it held up pretty good. All right, so you got the shooter coming down. You're looking for that 212 breakdown. I don't know about that one. I don't have many stocks that are up. Sarepta was up today a little bit by a dime or something. ZYME is the one that was up today. All right, Zyme with the 2-day up, with the nice 2-2 up on the day. All right, just a little guy here, $23, stuck, and I don't like this at all. I mean, this is just, this is, you see what you see there. It's a spinning top. All right, so there's nowhere to get to. All right, so you're going to be lost in here. Just don't see how you're going to get to 26.19. At 26.19, you're going to have to get there, or you're going to have to get down here. What's that? The 2190. So you're really, that's all. These are all ones at the end of the day. Well, not really, I guess, but there you go. That's Zyme. Had a better day up. That's all I can say about it. All right. There's just not many. Twist and shout. All right, Twist had a good day up. It was positive on the day. It was up 62 cents. It fell apart at the end of the day. So that one came back down. Twist and shout on your bios. Keep an eye on them bios. They might that group might get better. All right, and they've been dead for a long time. All right, so twist. All right, we won't take up too much time there. All right, XRT retail. Crap. All right, another one. Ton of lows, which is again, every sector down except for discretionary, or except for the staples. 2 down on the week. Finish the job and get down here to 76.70 at least. All right, please, just get it done. You're looking really weak here right now. All right, XRT retail, the group that really were. Just only a few, but I got a couple here. Burlington Coat Factory had a decent day today. All right, Burlington Coat Factory on the day right there. It was higher, 287.17. It retreated coming back in. And if you wanted to get this job done, 287.17 back up to get the month. The week. All right, 287.17. That's it right there. You want to triangle that out. Come back inside and get going. Burlington Coat Factory, see if it can get another day up. Good luck, though. Ollie, get your adverb here. Came all the way back up on this. I don't even know if that one's real, but it looks, I guess it is. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it is here because they got it over here as well. All right, so Ollie, I don't know what happened here with this business. But it was positive today, and it's 1-1 day. So see if that can get out. And, you see what here. Let's go 3, right? 130.48. Just get it done this week. Get up there and take that and go outside. All right? I'm calling for that. Good luck with that. Jack had good earnings. All right, Jack in the Box, nice day. All right, did have earnings today though. Did get up to 16.44. All right, back to 1550. This thing's still holding up pretty good. Where's it trading right now? It's trading at 1553. It is slightly higher. All right. Again, if you want to try to get something, let's get back up to that high at 1647. If Jack wants to try to get back up there. All right, that one's good. I put Starbucks in here. It was down for the day, but it was only down $1. All right, but the week is 2-2 down. And you went outside on the day. So I don't expect anything. I like McDonald's. I don't know about Starbucks right now. Starbucks got to get back down to $75, if not more. Below 77. All right. Bros Coffee and other stuff. Bros was negative on the day. I mean, positive on the day. It was up 65 cents. They beat it up at the end of the day. They piled on, all right? And the week has already been kind of garbagey, all right? So it's been chopping here too. So I don't know how you get out of any of this right now, all right? So Bros, it was better. It was a little better, but I don't have much to show you that's good. Yum Brands had a decent day. It was positive at least. Got up to 150.68. All right, they kind of whacked it at the end of the day a little bit and brought it in. All right, so Yum, 1 week. All right, so we're shrinking the this thing up a little bit. All right, so consolidation. It's already been consolidating for 9 days, and it doesn't look like it's getting out anytime soon. Seems to be happy where it's at right now. All right, so until we get out of this, either way, we still have troubles. Okay, so I'd be careful with that one. Decent day, but again, they came and knocked it out a little bit at the end of the day. QSR. Here's another one. Restaurant Brands. It was positive on the day. It was up 16 cents. I don't have much to tell you for retail. They're pretty much right across the board. All right, so that's what you got. That's what you got right there. Shoot her down. See if that can go into force and start breaking down. We'll see if that can happen. But that one's kind of, again, a lot of garbage. All right, XLI, because I want to wrap this up, man. It's 27 minutes right now. Nobody's going to listen to me for 27 minutes. All right, 3 down on the industrials, and we know the industrials suck. We know that. We've known that since I talk about them every single day. All right, I talk about the diamonds because I'm a Dow Jones guy. All right, from 156.99 all the way back down here on XLI. So continuation to the downside. No sign of getting out. I'm looking at magnitudes. Our next stop is down here at 146.55. Okay. There's always a couple, right? United Healthcare was a little better today. All right, it's finished with an inside day coming back down, but it was positive on the day. It was up $2.45 today. All right, so from this you could get a move back up. I wouldn't be surprised at all. All right, so we'll see what tomorrow brings in here. I think whatever gets tomorrow, I think it's definitely going to turn into a 2 at least. All right, United Healthcare, Procter and Gamble, good move here. Again, with your staples, right? Same thing. Procter, nice move, and I love the week. I probably like the 2-1-2 week up before I'd go buying it tomorrow. 148.68 to try to triangle out the just this week here. Okay, so it had a good day. It had a good day. If we start to get nasty, these are going to go higher. All right, Procter & Gamble, Travelers. So look at we got some healthcare, right? And we got Procter & Gamble. We got Travelers. Travelers had a positive day here. They beat it up at the end of the day again, just like the other guys. But still positive on the day. It was up $2.38. Got the 2-1 inside. All right, Travelers, see if that wants to go. You're in a group where you're in a lot of pressure with a lot of red around you, so you gotta stand tall. You gotta stand tall. All right. So on that, I'm gonna leave it here. Avgo. All right, Avgo. Look what she did. Avgo. She still green on the week. I'm telling you that. Lots of room for Sneaky Pete to get back in here. Where's it trading at right now? 346.82. All right, so we're down here. We're right in here, somewhere right in here. All right, Sneaky Pete, right? He's going to get right inside here. I'd love to see more downside pressure here. All right. Again, this AI, I talked about it, right? And I what did I say this morning on my on X? Like, do not chase these AI stocks. Do not chase these AI stocks. You can go read it. All right. So coming back down, Avgo. There you go. You got one job to do, and that's to finish off the week here at 335.63. All right. So there's your Avgo. Oracle, man. We knew, right? We knew Oracle was crappy. Oracle just was. Look, I mean, this is no. Oracle finally got a little rally going on. Look at this. All right, we knew Oracle and we knew Microsoft. Okay, and look at this. You get that move to the upside and triangle out. I think they got bigger problems. They got bigger problems here. Now you look like you got a double bottom there. All right, but I'm not putting any numbers on that right now. All right, Oracle coming back down there. Oracle, yuck. All right, and we knew, and we still know. All right, the week is still heavy. We're still looking for more downside on Oracle. All right, 210 now. Come on, baby. Let's get me down to 180. Somewhere in here. All right, we'll see. I don't know about that, but we'll see. Oracle. Microsoft just trying to fight. It was scrappy here. It was really, really trying to make a run, and then it fell apart again. We know it's garbage. You get that rally. This is what I see. This little rally here that we got. This is the next rally that we're gonna come in. We're gonna do this again. We're gonna break down again. We're gonna make another rally again, and then you're gonna get that spike back up, and then more of that probably to the downside. All right, so Microsoft still under pressure, and the weeks and months are heavy. AMD weeks and months are heavy. And the week is heavy, looking for the triangle out. Look at this guy from the gapper. 80% of gaps fill. So that's your job. Get the 186.72 coming. Come on, Lisa Lee. All right. So there we go. That's your target right there. 80% of your gaps get filled. And that's the job you got to get right there, AMD. You got one job to do. All right, AMD. I'm going to say my best one for last. Google. Google's strong, man, even coming off of 306. We need to find some level ground here, man. This thing from the move that it moved out here, because I was trading it in this area in here. I made some money above it. I got stopped out, and things changed, and boom, then there was a move. That's when that moved, when that kind of move that broke out there a little bit. All right, and these one inside days, man, don't let these things get you out. All right, that happens to me. All right, so now here we are. Google is still strong as hell. Even if we could just triangle up back to here, I'll take that. 265.14 coming back down. I think she's really, really strong. But if it gets ugly, it gets ugly. All right, Palantir down, Puker down on the day, down on the Puker day, and Puker on the Puker week. Our next stop to the downside is going to be right here at 149.32. If you're going to break down there on your weekly, that would be your magnitude. Sneaky Pete more than likely is going to get in here 155.63. He's just trading slightly higher than that right now. All right, so Palantir, I can say, and here's one that I really, really kind of like. And when we talk about, the markets are falling apart, and what should we buy? What should we buy? All right, Amazon. Look at the 3-week. It's beautiful. All right, it filled the gap, did its job. Okay, look at this thing. All right, 217. I've been talking trash about this thing for weeks. It did have a move to the upside. Okay, Amazon. Okay, loving this 3-week. Really excited to see how tomorrow finishes. If she finds some support, and again, we're going to have to find support as an entire group with the futures as well. All right, Amazon it's coming our way. That's all I can say right now. It's coming our way. All right, we're going to get it, and we're going to watch it closely on the dailies. And more importantly, we're going to see, because we know we only got 6 more days in a month. We probably could be able to sneak something in there when the new month comes in. All right. I think we might have to wait for it a while, but I think that thing is good. It's just coming in. It ain't going anywhere. All right. So I'm going to leave it there because I've been yapping too much, and it's 6:21. All right. So all right. So I wanted to get something out to you guys at the end of the day. I hope this helps. And then I'll come up with some more stocks that like this, that we need to be interested in, and we need to be. I think Walmart needs to be added to at this point. And I think Walmart's still great and just wonderful. All right, listen. Don't triangle out your relationships, and don't triangle out your positions. All right, keep it straight. All right, and be good.